tried out that new HUD?
Oh, I just got in. Everybody's raving about it, though, apparently.
Oh, it must suck.
Did you see the numbers that I posted for the server?
No. Oh, they're at 500?
Yeah. Three per stand, 3 pyro separate. Six total, and a bunch of DGSs to go with it. So far, running like a champ. I'm just gearing up right now. It's pretty sad. You got to gear up to go into pyro because there's a lot of people just ganking people.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. So I'm gearing up just to be safe. Gotta buy some ammo, and then I think I'm set. Let's see, that should be everything. Gotta go buy some ammo.
What's going on? So, well, I was gonna do the tacos later. Taco Thursday. Just now? Oh. Why you guys? You both come home starving. I mean, it's like 5 o'clock. I'm not going to eat dinner for at least 45 minutes. Okay, what? It's fine. Whatever.
Make sure you delete your shaders.
Oh, alright. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Okay. I'm reading the patch notes, so.
Alright, well, the stream's up if you want to see it, because I'm
gonna
head to a ship here shortly. If the elevator are open. Oh, I want to put numbers back on. Just so I can see. I've been turning them off, but I want to see how things are going. Alright, open the door. See, I don't... Okay, they've gone to 3 by 3, and server's still bouncing around 5, 6 average. 7. This is in area 18. My FPS is down to 14. Are they just... I thought part of the whole thing was to get a tick rate that was 30.
Oh, I mean,
now it's up to 9.
I thought that was.
I did too.
Yeah.
Unless they're just pushing it so they can figure out how far they can take it for.
Yeah, I mean, they may be trying to find the next bottleneck, right?
Yeah, that probably is right. I'd just like to see it run full out without them throttling it, because they're probably logging everything too.
Oh, guarantee you they got all kinds of tracking going on, clogging it up on its own right.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just anxious to see, like I said, I want to see it run. And I mean actually just...
Further networking interaction delay improvements. Okay, so they've improved the delay. They've made the delay better.
Yep.
Great.
No, they improved it. The delay's
yes, they made the delay more delay-ish.
Actually,
the delay's more.
It's
better delay.
No, they fixed it. I know what you're getting at.
I'm just trying to be a douchebag, okay?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I was just clarifying. Douchebag.
Maybe you can say further networking interaction delay reductions.
There you go.
That would have made sense.
Yep. Look at how they've
improved the delay. Yeah, you know, no, I don't want. I want the delay not improved. I want it reduced, destroyed.
Yep.
Eliminated.
Yep.
Sorry. Language.
No, you're right. I mean, I agree. It's the way they word things, though. That's part of the problem.
Ship debris performance optimization.
Yeah, apparently they did a bunch of work with Rastar for this patch too, in Pyro.
When the ships break up, it causes a performance lag because it spawns all these new entities when they break a ship apart.
Correct.
Instead of, like a smart person, in my opinion, would do, would all those components are already baked in.
Right.
You know, they already exist. They should already be there.
Do you
And when
have the
the ship
stream
blows up, you're not creating any new entities.
Right.
You're
Do you
just
have the stream up by chance?
No, I don't. I'm reading.
Well, the reason was I can show you. I can do something real quick right now, just for a split second, and I've got the frame graph up, and I can show you where they could fix a lot of the degradation instantly with what I do. I can repeat it. I can make this sucker sine wave. It was doing one little thing.
Okay, I got it out.
All right, see the frame graph?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. That's something?
That looks bad.
Yeah, I'm causing that. When I stop doing it, look what happens.
You're moving your mouse around?
Yep. I cannot believe they haven't caught that. I mean, look at that. It spikes the damn system. Guess I should record it. Here, hold on. Let me do that quick. Actually, I'll just cut it out of this, but I gotta not make bunnies here. All right. Hey, Sig, Sig, you're taking a... Yeah. To Sig Dubs, you guys are taking a massive hit in performance. I noticed this the last few patches, but it's consistent now in today's patch.
Are you telling me that they are tracking the mouse moving back through the server?
They must be. They must be. So, to Sig, you need to check your mouse code because watch the frame graph.
What's MT again?
MT is main thread. But look at this.
That's CPU, right?
Yeah. Because look at what happens when I use mouse Sig. I'm going to take this part of the recording and send it to him. All right. If I move the mouse, look at that. It'll even.
They're working on a mouse jiggler test program.
I don't know what they're doing,
people
but
to track, employees that are working from home. That's what that is. It's a mouse jiggler.
Well, the point is, it's taken a major hit in everything. Look at that. So, anyway.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it is. It's a major hit. I mean, that is just huge.
Why would that move at all? That shouldn't move at all.
Because they've implemented their mouse stuff wrong.
Hey, I got an idea. Take the mouse out of Star Citizen, just like window out and move it around. I want to see if it does anything. Shouldn't do shit, right? It should drop the mouse right out when you do that.
Yep.
Like Alt-Tab. And it can stabilize baseline, right?
Yeah.
Are you moving it outside the window?
Yeah, I'm outside the window now, and it's.
Are you moving
still,
the mouse around?
Yeah, and it's still
so
taking
it's
a
still
hit.
tracking the damn mouse.
Yeah. That's what I said. I've been testing this the last 3 patches, and.
Okay, it's very odd. They would completely spike it like that. So, like, if you click on a elevator button, it's noticeably faster than live.
Just a second. Okay, what? What was that you said?
Interaction, like say you're interacting with something, right? The
Right.
screen, elevator.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, once I noticed that in my
Why do you drag them in? Why don't you just double click on them to get them to drop in?
I do sometimes. Just depends on my mood. And sometimes the clicks don't take. So I get frustrated and I start moving them instead.
Well, hey, it's those interaction delay improvements.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that, I'm spiked now. Jeez.
Yeah. It's maxed out to me.
Yep.
What's your frames per second running though?
Frames per second is 17 and server is 9.
Horrible.
I know it is. I'm taking a major hit somewhere. Because my normal FPS here is 45 to 50. I'm in 4K. And I've noticed a huge drop in FPS when they changed fucking screen modes. When they got rid of the full screen and did whatever the hell they've done, I went down. My performance just tanked. And that's with a G-Sync monitor. The whole B-Sync on. So I don't know what the hell they're thinking or what they're doing, but that's like, what the fuck? Yeah, there, you know, the trams run us all over again, whatever. Is that an NPC or a person?
It's somebody pretending to be a PC, but they're actually a person. Clearly, they're role-playing.
Yeah, must be.
You can always tell. Just walk up and hit F.
That's true. Oh, no, the NPC. Yep, invite to party. Yeah, I know a few players that like to do that. I'm like, why don't you wait until the game's real before you do that shit?
Don't mess with my role-play, man. Whatever.
Whoa! Wow, damn. I will say that music in Pyro is really good.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Doesn't really. Whatever.
Well, it's good in the sense of it's good music. The new music engine is really good. Although I think parts of Pyro should have had music that's more for voting. You know, dark for voting.
Yeah. You were talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Other areas it fits pretty well. You know, all the music's good. It's just mood. You know, some of it doesn't fit the mood. I don't think. But they disagree apparently.
My God, I spent hours today, multiple. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't count. So many fucking back and forth. This engineer with this company, this product, right, that we sell. It's a base station communication system.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain to him, I was like, the hardware they're using to distribute you know, to have multiple antennas, right? It's bad form on a bunch of levels, but they're using this parallel, like, T adapter to split the 50 ohm antenna signal,
Right.
to two antennas. Actually, it's 2 on one radio output and 2 on another. And they're using T adapter, which is not a true, you know, attenuator, you know, or impedance matching splitter, right? It's just a parallel connection. And so I was like, dude, you know, this hardware is causing an impedance mismatch with your radio. You know, because it's 50 ohm, and the way you guys, this hardware is make it so that the radio, the transmitter, is going to be seeing a 25 ohm load. And I think that's a problem. Not to mention the whole multi-pathing of the signal, right? Because now I got two antennas on one lead, and you know, one coming in on one radio.
Right.
And the guy was like, could not. He's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's rated for 50 ohm. And I was like, okay, sure. That T adapter is rated for 50 ohm if you're utilizing it for just simple signal distribution, okay?
Right.
But the second you put an antenna out there, that's going to be doing work, okay? That now changes everything. You add another one, it's just kind of goes all the way back down to the whole Ohm's law thing, buddy. You, in parallel, it halves. That's just the way it fucking goes. Unless you have an impedance balance, you know, matching frickin' splitter. They're doing a whole series parallel connection voodoo in there with frickin' electronics to make it so that you know, impedance is still 50 ohms, the antenna. Now, does the power go down? Absolutely, power goes down. You know, you're not, you know, but it's a balanced power between the two, not a parallel balance, you know, parallel power split, you know, that's totally different.
Yeah.
And I went back for it, he's just like, I don't, and then he comes back and he goes, well, you know, you know, you just have the antennas. If you have more than one antenna, I could see where it could be that. And I was like, exactly, that's what you're doing. You have two antennas. And he was like, oh yeah, that's right. Shit, you're correct. And I'm like, God. I mean, we're talking hours of emails back and forth with this engineer. I'm like, geez, what the are you an engineer? Do you even understand what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Oh my God, it was so frustrating. And then, so all that, right, and I'm bitching to somebody else about that whole thing. And the guy's like, you know, we're replacing these basic rabbit ear antennas, right, that are on the base station. They're little, like, 3-inch antennas, right? And the whole, like fucking 10 years ago, somebody decided that they needed these much better antennas, right?
Uh-huh.
One outside and then one just one inside, and they have this very nice antenna that they put up, you know, it's ceiling mounts on the ceiling grid, right?
Uh-huh.
Inside the restaurant to cover a bunch of back of house area and stuff, right? They traditionally have problems with stainless steel kitchen stuff, right? With the antennas, because it's 2.4 gig, right?
Right.
So it's penetration problems. So
go to 5 gig.
The guy, no, 5 gig's worse.
It is.
The higher the frequency, higher the frequency, the worse the penetration. Lower the, if you go low, you're better off. So drop it down to 1.5 gig, then you're going to have better penetration. So anyway.
Yeah, that's true. You're talking about, well, then they got to have a lot of stainless steel shit going on.
Have you ever been into a freaking kitchen in a restaurant?
Yeah,
are you kidding me? The wall is stainless steel.
Good point.
It's everywhere. So and
they can't go lower than 2.4.
Oh yeah, they can. In fact, their new design, I was laughing at the guy, their brand new system, they were testing it right now. They actually dropped it to 1.8.
Oh.
So their new system's 1.8 gig.
What's this hooking to?
It's a communication headset system for drive-through.
Gotcha.
Like drive-through restaurants.
So
right?
it's yeah. So okay. So it's not a standard wireless network system.
No, it's proprietary. It's in the business band, but yeah, it's. So anyway, I'm bitching, and this guy goes, "Hey, the whole." He's like, first off, the multipathing is probably a problem. He's like, we shouldn't have multipathing for the headset coming back into the station, because each of those antennas on that radio is going to be picking it up, and they're never going to be at the same distance from the headset, and so you're going to get a phase issue because they're multipathing. It's going to transmit. The closest antenna is going to catch it slightly first, and the further antenna is going to catch it slightly second. And I was like, well, yeah, okay, speed of light and all, it probably can't be that much. You're talking at most 100 feet distance difference, right? And he's like, yeah, well, it's still there. It's still going to be a problem.
Yeah, because the lower frequency you go, the slower the signal is.
So he's like, why the hell are we just using the really good outside antenna that's mounted outside the building, a really good inside antenna that's mounted up on the ceiling, and just shitbag the little tiny rabbit ears instead of trying to incorporate the little rabbit ear antennas and the other antennas.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
And so I was like, oh. And I'm like, well, wait, so what you're saying is somebody who clearly didn't know what they were doing thought that more antennas was a good thing.
Yeah.
Plus, the antennas, when you split them like that, granted, it's even worse if you don't match the impedance, but splitting them even with a splitter, you're going to reduce the power, right?
Correct.
So now you have multiple antennas running at half power, right?
Right. Yep.
Because the radio can only put out what the radio can put out, right?
Correct. What's their average? 5 amp?
Oh, I don't even know.
Or 5 watts, I mean.
I know that they're
5
regulated,
watts.
an FCC regulation on how hot they can be. I doubt it's even 5 amp. At most it's 5. I don't even think the
Actually,
CB
be 5
radio
watt, not 5
can
amp,
only
5
be
watt.
5 watt, right?
Yeah.
5 watt, yeah, 5 watt.
I misspoke.
So who knows? At most
you
they're
can go,
5.
we can
and
go
it could
higher.
be less.
Actually, the FCC, we can go higher.
Yeah, but
than
it's
5
got to
watts.
be. You got to have an FCC license at that point, and these are unregulated radios.
Actually, you only have to get a license if you're going to be using known active frequencies. If you're using your own.
Okay, yeah. Well, these aren't active. These are on their own shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the power is, but it's not.
Although if you.
I'm telling you right
override-
now, it ain't much because they haven't got much.
Right. They can do that, but if they would broadcast on a frequency by themselves and override an actual license frequency, they'd get in trouble for that.
They get in trouble. Well, they're not. This is all approved FCC licensed equipment. But I'm guessing because the FCC told them this is what your power can be, right? They can't exceed it. I'm betting it's low. Because I know the range of these things, and they're lucky if they go 500 feet, right?
Yep.
So, and I'm talking to the guy, and we're like, okay, so what we're basically saying is, fuck this whole old design. Let's just go one straight full power, good antenna outside, and then utilize a good antenna inside up in the ceiling to give it a nice down shot to avoid a bunch of the stainless that you end up having to penetrate. Will just go down shot because it's up on the ceiling, and it doesn't, because a lot of that equipment is about 6-7 feet tall, right?
Uh-huh.
And other stuff's taller, sometimes the wall, different things. But anyway, so tomorrow I got an install with a guy, and I'm like, just go direct and give a full range test of the headsets. I want to see how they do.
Yep.
Just tell me. and so we'll see tomorrow. But we've been going through all this fucking pain in the ass bullshit that started because they increased their footprint. This one customer, Chick-fil-A. Are you familiar with that company? Okay, so Chick-fil-A, kind of like In-N-Out Burger, right? They kind of stole it from In-N-Out, but they do this outside order taking kind of mode, and they have a pretty large footprint restaurant, especially the drive-through. I mean, they're putting drive-through canopies, all this metal canopy shit. They're putting them hundreds of feet away from the restaurant. Like we're doing them multiple builds where they're 250. I saw one that was 500 feet away from the restaurant itself, right?
Right.
And so as soon as these new builds came out this last year, I think 2022 actually is when the first build styles that we saw. I didn't see them until 2023, but anyway, they're doing them. And so they're having all this trouble with the fucking headsets. And everyone, this, that, and it's just getting issues, and, you know, it's okay, but it's not perfect, or it's not great, and that makes a big difference when it's your money, right?
Hey, real quick. Real quick. There must be a bug or something, because ships are coming without their missiles and torpedoes. So I went to buy some torpedoes for the Polaris. You know, it carries
500,000.
It's almost the 15 million that you get for testing in PTU.
To buy the full torp loadout of a Polaris?
Yep. I can't, because I don't have 15 million anymore. Because I bought missiles for the other ships that I'm testing. I can only buy 27, and that's 13,737,830 UEC.
500,000 a torp?
Yep.
Well,
yep.
that's gonna make torp play pricey in Denver.
Yep. But that's the point.
I'm glad I got a Perseus.
It doesn't have torps.
No. Torps got big guns.
Yep.
I'll take the big guns. Thank you very much.
They'll probably that 250K.
Well,
price.
remember, I was like fucking losing my mind. I rearmed that Polaris, and it was $3.5 million.
Yep.
I was like,
Yep. Oh, I'm sure people are bitching right and left about that price. But it makes sense. The whole idea is that you
know
use
what?
your
I'm gonna go fucking take out stuff and steal the torps. Everyone's gonna be stealing torps off of ships all day long.
Yeah, but it also means that if that's all you've got and you're low on funds, you're not going to rush right out and just start throwing torps all over the place. You're going to start thinking.
You are not going to be throwing torps like. Yeah, no.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, so you blew up my ship that had maybe 100,000 worth of shit on it.
Yep.
And you threw a $500,000 torpedo. That sounds like America. Dear God, that's America.
It'll also stop the dumbfire stuff.
Oh yeah, it'll stop a lot of.
Yep.
It'll stop people from firing torps. Is what it'll do.
No, it'll. Well, anybody that's smart will still use them, but they'll use them prodigious. I can't even say the word. They'll use them at the proper moment, the proper thing. So, like for example, let's say I was taking on a Polaris myself. If I got his shields down, a shield facing, and I got a nice firm track to an unshielded part of his hull, then I might send a torp, if I'm trying to kill the guy. I mean, that's, you're going to use it as you consider, but I don't think yeah, I think they're going to have to bring it. I think they're going to have to bring it down to about 300,000.
No, I think they're going to have to bring it down to like maybe 20,000.
No, they're not. They can't go that low. It wouldn't. People would be like, nah, that's peanuts. That's 400,000 for a loadout.
That's not peanuts.
Yeah, it is. In a game like this, it is. It's peanuts. Because part of the idea is to get people not to just throw torps for everything. That's the whole point.
Okay,
I would say
half a million?
I'd say 250 to 300,000. That's where I would put it.
There's
if I use $1 million bucks,
we don't have the mission structure or reward structure to warrant that.
Correct.
Not even close.
But if you said 250,000, if they would get the economy shit straightened out
on a mission that pays 10,000.
No. That's what I'm saying. If they'd get this economy shit done right,
then you could say,
let's say a mission.
Look at that fucking Idris fight. That right. Idris fight was paying 400,000, right? That was payout.
Right.
That's
but you're not letting me finish. You're not letting me finish. If the mission, if the economy, if they fix all that shit, why did this lock up again? Damn it. If they get the economy shit paid out, and let's say it's an Idris mission and it's going to pay you $2.5 million. You could use, because you work on it, you get the Idris, get a shield down, and you've allocated yourself, say, for your budget, 8 torpedoes that you're willing to fire, to put that thing out of commission.
8 torpedoes.
Yeah. That would be $2 million.
That's $4 million. That's $4 million.
No, that's $2 million.
Okay, you're altering the torpedo price. You've reduced the torpedo price.
Said 250,000 times 4.
Okay, so you have your torpedo price.
Right. Yeah, the price it is right now is too high. But at 250,000, it puts it in a proper range for using it.
And what does this mission pay out?
2.5.
Oh, okay. Not worth it.
Not counting bonuses. Just the initial payout. That's not.
And then, how many people does it take to do this mission? Right? Yeah, you got to pay fucking 10 guys.
I don't know.
Out of that 500,000.
Well, we're just right now. We're just throwing out numbers for sake of the discussion.
I still think it's just. Wait. Sorry.
No, I don't. It's because we do in the Navy, we do the same thing. We use weapons based on
an Aurora. A ship, an Aurora, costs 200,000.
Yeah.
New on the trading floor.
Right.
So you're launching Auroras.
Right.
You're launching 2 times Auroras.
Right.
That's just ridiculous.
I agree. They got to get their economy shit together because 500,000 of missiles is ridiculous, and the payouts for missions right now is utterly ridiculous. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
But
the
only thing that I can think of is what they're doing right now. The
you
only
and
thing
I
can
can spend a weekend with beer and a spreadsheet and come up with a better fucking economy pricing than these idiots.
But here's what I think they're doing. But here's what I think they're doing. I think they know that. I think we're waiting until 4.0 is out so they can actually see the impact of a clean economy. That's why we're getting the wipe. Once we go 4.0, they're going to get clean data to see, oh shit, this is not going to work, for economic stuff. I bet you that's what they're doing. I think that's why they're waiting, and that's why they haven't done pricing changes.
They have that bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Okay.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Because, and here's why. Okay. I've made a lot of spreadsheets in my life. Okay, with some pretty damn complicated, numbers and calculations. Right. So they know what all the transactions are, right? They know the actions going on.
Correct.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So,
but they don't know how
their
users are going to play.
Doesn't matter. But they know the actions, and that is the key component. All you have to do, right, is apply your numbers until you get them where you want to the action. So, this action, this transaction, this requires this transaction, this requires this transaction, this requires this, right? These actions.
Right.
Missions, refuel, repair, all this other stuff. They got all that.
Right.
They know the damage. They know what the average damage to a ship in a given mission set is. They've got that data.
Well, they've got that for the old. They got that for the old, not for the new stuff. They can't because the new stuff's not active yet.
No. Doesn't matter. Forget about the price. Forget about what they charge.
No, I'm not talking about the price. I'm talking about the actual damage model.
I'm talking about the action, right? So, or the hits. Call it hull damage. They know what hull damage is applied in any of these current mission sets. They got all that data. Okay, they got.
That's going to change.
They got weapons are spent, missiles spent, blah blah blah. Right? They got all that stuff.
Yeah, but you're missing the point I'm trying to make. Once Maelstrom goes online, that all goes out the window. Maelstrom's going to change
Maelstrom
that.
Coming? Is it coming this patch?
It's coming soon. It's going to be in 2025.
TM could be in June.
No, they said 2025.
Okay, well,
we just don't know.
Whatever.
I don't remember what they said when in 2025.
I heard him tell me that the game was going to launch in 2016 once. So,
Yeah, I'm trying to give them benefit of the doubt.
Take that one with a grain of salt. So, my point is, they've got a lot of data that they can use, and if anybody with a half a fucking brain could sit down and build a nice spreadsheet, that could propagate pricing scenarios.
That's true. That is very true, and I agree with you. All I'm saying is, I think the reason they haven't is because they're waiting for 4.0 to come out.
I think they don't know their fucking asshole from a fucking spreadsheet.
Well, they got to have a economist there.
Do they?
Well, they damn well better, so they know what we're paying and what we're not paying.
I'm not so sure they do.
Well, I know they do because remember
these kids don't even know. I'll bet you half of them couldn't balance a frickin' checking account ledger.
Are you forgetting that I had that audit done and they gave me $350 because of errors they found?
How long did that take?
Yeah, good point. What was it, 6 months ago when I did that? Yeah, good point. I'm just trying to be optimistic for my last 2 years. Because that's all I'm giving them is 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying. I'm just trying to have some optimism.
It's either they did not want to waste any time on it, so they just plugged in arbitrary bullshit and just knew it didn't matter, didn't care.
That's what I think. That's what I think they did.
And they're really they're like, we're not investing any effort or time into this because it's a waste, right? Maybe.
That's what I think it is.
And if that's the case, okay, I'd buy that. And so
that's what I
they
think
really don't give a shit.
Right. Because we don't have armor yet. We don't have a whole bunch of the mechanics yet. So it would actually be.
They do have. I mean, they got a lot of good data.
Right.
I mean, like I said, a weekend and a couple 6-packs of beer and a spreadsheet, and I bet we could have a model that would actually probably make sense.
Well, you've heard me say before, I saw that tool they were so proud of, and what was the first thing I said to you? I go, that's bullshit. They don't take into account the crew costs, the ride itself, wear and tear.
Oh my God, that was
fuel. Yeah, fuel.
So bad. It's
weapons.
Like, oh my God.
What the hell?
What are you talking about?
I know.
It's like, have you ever run a business with, like, people?
I know.
Equipment,
and you and I both
vehicles,
run a business.
Insurance, fuel, maintenance, wear and tear,
we both run a business.
So breakage, replace
I was
all
shaking
this
my
shit,
head.
right?
Yeah.
I
couldn't
funny
believe
some
it.
guy.
I was like, what?
He was like, I can't believe, I asked one of your technicians what they make an hour. Literally, this is a customer, right?
Yep.
Like a kind. He goes, and he said he made like 20 something an hour.
Yeah.
And you guys are charging me $120 an hour for this install. And I was like, okay, do you even know what goes into getting a dude your door?
Yeah.
Okay. It's unbelievable. And you're not even counting the back of house costs. Okay, not just the guy who's there costs, but there's a salesperson, there's a design team, right?
Yeah.
There's purchasing, there's all these back of house
Travel.
entities that support that.
Yeah, travel.
Okay, all those people, not just the tech, his van, his insurance, his fuel, his tools, right?
Yep.
All that. I was just like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Why don't you call somebody else if you're so dissatisfied? If you think you can do better, go ahead, be my guest.
Did that thing? What the hell did this? What the fuck?
I don't know. It's been sitting there loading for a while on you.
Oh, I'm in. I'm just hoping that it saved the torpedoes that I bought.
Oh, it just now blinked where you're in. You're back in the train.
Yeah, I'm just hoping it saved the torpedoes. A lot of people are reporting just CTDs out of the blue like that. I wonder if it's the music, because every once in a while the music is breaking up and kind of stuttering and cracking.
I wouldn't put it past.
I think it's the music engine doing it, because it'll. Oh, there's some desync. Bye bye. That's what I think it is. Where am I?
I don't know, man.
Convention center?
From what I'm seeing, I'm not inclined to get into 4.0 on this build. Doesn't look good.
Oh, once I get out of the freaking landing zone, I'll be okay. These landing zones in these builds are just bad. All of them.
Coming back to town, are you? What's going on? Oh, because you loaded in and out and missed your stop at the spaceport.
Exactly. So now
You should get out of there. Go run to the other side. Oh, run to the other side. Oh my God. That doesn't go to the spaceport.
That was a convention.
That goes to the convention center.
I don't know if the other one's running. Might be lucky to get stuck there and have to wait for the next one.
Well, you got on it the first time.
Or I'd fall
Remember,
through.
they run in that damn loop.
Yeah. I don't want to crash again, and I'm getting so much stutter and crackling in the music that something's... What's my memory load? No, I'm only at 31 gigabyte.
You get to see the ride to the convention center, I guess.
Whee! Jeez. I gotta get out of here. This is ridiculous.
Oh, they short-circuited the convention loop. It actually didn't stop. It just kind of went around and now comes back to the other side. See that? Yeah. See what it did?
Well, no, it stopped. I was there. It stopped at the convention center.
Oh, it did? It looked like it just flew kind of past everything.
But you see all the glitches. For some reason in these 4.0 builds, the landing zones have been on this side, on Stanton's side, it's been just shit at the landing zones.
Yeah, but they don't have this type of shit in Pyro.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, they've actually been building it up quite a bit.
They got cities that have freaking trains.
They've got, I don't know if they've got any cities yet.
I haven't seen a single thing that's got a tram or a train or a
I think
floating shuttle transport
that's a
system.
lesson. I think SIG's trying to move away from that.
Yeah, I would too. I would be perfectly happy with transporters. Just walk into the booth and appear and come out the other end of the booth.
But I would bet they're going to be a lot less tram stuff for things like this. If they're smart, they'll go to, ground vehicle use or something. That's player control, something like that.
It's all gonna suck.
Yeah, it's.
And if they do keep it, they better speed it up.
Well, it's not just
100%.
that. Well, they better make it so it actually works right. Don't do this again.
Right.
Damn it.
Right, make it work, but then make it work faster.
What the hell?
What? what is that text on your screen?
Are you fucking kidding me? What text on my screen?
I keep seeing this text on your screen.
Huh?
In white.
What are you talking about?
You don't see that?
Uh-uh.
Is Twitch trying to translate something?
Where? Because I'm looking at my stream too, and I don't see it. What are you talking about?
It's not on there right now. It was when you first got off the train and were walking. It was like a part of a conversation.
Now I'm freaking locking
You're
up
frozen.
again. Unfreaking believable. Wow.
Yeah, it's not good.
Well, yeah, that's why I said I've got to get out of here, because this is the problem. I don't know what they've done with the landing zones, but they are broken. Part of the problem is also easy any cheat. For 4 years, I never had a B-side. In the last month, testing 4.0, I've had 2.
And they upped it to how much? They went to 3 DGS 500?
Yeah. No.
Instead of 4
not
and
3
it was what? 4 and 3, right?
I gotta look it up again. What was it?
Yeah, it was 4 and 3. And now they went to
3 servers.
6 and 5?
It's 3 servers. 3 servers, 3 servers Pyro. Doesn't say how many
3 and 500 players.
But it doesn't say how many DGS.
Well, whatever. That's 6.
No, DGS is not the same thing as a server. There are multiple DGSs on a single server. So it depends on how many shards they opened up as to how many DGS there is. By the way, this number up here, I was trying to explain it in ETF yesterday, and clarifying it for myself. I said, I think the wording's wrong, because it says population up here in the right corner where it says population shard/server 400/108. And I said, there's something wrong with how they worded this. I said, because this can't be population shard/server. And everybody's started arguing with me. And Waka actually intervened and came, because I said, what I think this is population shard is the first number. That's how many people are on that shard. I said the second number, I will bet you, is the DGS number, not the server number. Waka stepped in and he goes, that's what it is. And everybody shut up. Because it wasn't making sense to me, and my argument was, and everybody's arguing against me, I said, it doesn't make any sense. I'm standing still. Why would that number change if it was a server? It wouldn't. It wouldn't budge at all. It's DGS. And Waka intervened and said, yep, you're right. So that's what that actually means. The first number is the population of the shard you're on.
What number and where?
If you look in the text in the upper right of my screen, under display info,
what line?
It says population shard/server, and it gives you the 2 numbers. 2 lines above that, you see the shard number. So I'm on shard 150. I've got a population on this shard of 397 people, and it's currently DGS 126 that it's on, but that'll shift. So right now, 125 has authority.
And that's the DGS stands for game server, digital game server. What is DGS?
Correct. DGS is the digital game, or the dynamic game server, or whatever the hell they call
dynamic game server?
Yeah. Because it shifts. It'll shift you between DGSs depending on where what you're doing.
Yeah,
and where
but
you're going.
I thought that 3 and then a population number, that meant there was 3 DGSs in one and 3 DGSs in another.
That's the server. The server holds multiple shards. It used to be 10 shards per server. I don't know what it is now. And then each shard has whatever number of DGSs they're assigning. And then you add all those up, and that's what gives you the total.
Welcome to the
Okay, I'm still
laboratory
confused.
system.
A DGS is basically a game server, right? So right now there are, what is it? Well, we don't know how many DGS there are, but right now my authority is going back and forth between 126 and 127. Servers 126 and 27, 28. And the population is moving, and that's why it's changing. So, however, I don't know how many total they have. But they've got 3 servers on both Stanton and Pyro.
Right.
However
Yeah,
many
3
DGS.
servers per system.
Right. We just don't know how many DGS that is.
To the ASOS laboratory system.
Because there's no...
And
no
it's
server held.
500 people total, right? So
Correct. We're at 400 right now on shard 150. But it doesn't tell us how many DGS are actually functional. Oh, I know what I had to do. Let me get to my own freaking
is
hand.
there a further detailed view, data view that gives you more? I mean,
Nope. That's
display info
four.
through.
Well, yeah, there is a development one, but we don't get access to that. The one that I have up is display info 4. Alright, let's see if I can stay in the game long enough to get out of here. First, I gotta update this.
It just seems like too much trouble. I don't want to go in there.
Yeah, because the same thing we did in the Navy. We had this many servers, and we broke them down into, you know, different shards per se, if you want. We didn't call them shards, though. We called them something else, which I can't say. And then each one of those had its own, let's call them subset or DGS that they controlled. So it was like a tree, a pyramid. So it did see the missiles. Okay, so it saved those, but I can't load missiles up. It did not accept the missiles. Or the torpedoes for the Gladiator. Interesting. Alright, let's go to the Polaris. So that bug is still a bug. And we'll do a wormhole.
Now, I probably need to go cook dinner.
Hey, it did accept them. So I'm going to load up some of my torpedoes. Whoops. Oh, those are... Okay. Damn it. It'd be nice if you could just say load all torpedo or load all missiles on this rack instead of having to do it one at a time.
Well, and it won't let you mix missile types on a rack
That's the other
anymore.
problem.
You used to be able to, which is irritating.
Yep.
I used to like to mix racks.
Yep.
But not anymore.
Yep.
Once
I
you
agree.
pick your first one, everything has to be identical after
Yep.
that.
And it's annoying as hell.
Yeah. Do they even realize? I don't know what they did to do that. Maybe they were having a problem with it having to change behavior.
I don't know. I don't have a clue what they're doing or why. Alright, let's spawn Polaris and jump the wormhole. Where am I going?
I saw these guys, they were playing on the Polaris, and they were helping some noob out, some guy, you know, who's trying to play it. And they did, they had their adventures on the Polaris and shit. The guy's like, hey, you know, I gotta leave. And so he goes and he gets on his ship that was in the hangar bay. I think it was a Mustang. Because they're like, yeah, you know, get on your Mustang, go out in space, and you can log out. And if you do come back in, you'll come back in your ship, right?
Right.
And the guy goes and he pulls out of the hangar, and guess what happened?
You got blown up.
Yeah. Point defense smoked him just like me. I was just watching it. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Been there, done that.
Especially since the same thing happened to you.
Yep. Well, I mean, except I was coming into land and he was just leaving.
Yep.
But either way, I was laughing my ass off. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and we're all sitting there going, what the fuck? Yeah,
I mean, it happened.
That.
I mean, I had a meaner ship than he had, so I had a good couple seconds where I was like, what the hell's happening, you know? And then boom, that Mustang was instantaneously blown up.
Yep.
He probably didn't have his shields on, right? He jumped in the ship and just took right off. Probably his shields weren't even up, probably.
Yep.
But yeah. Star Citizen.
Yeah, I thought they had fixed the cargo elevator bug where if you pull flare up on it, it breaks for good. You can't fix it. Yesterday, was it yesterday or night before? Night before, I had swapped out my Phoenix, the table and chairs, for the piano on the Phoenix.
Okay.
All right, and I was doing it manually. What I didn't know was
you're able to get that out of the ship?
Yeah. Except what I didn't know was the table and chairs are broken, so when you pull it up on the freaking elevator, the elevator breaks. Talk about freaking annoying. So now I only have one cargo elevator. Yeah, until 4.0 is released. I can't believe they have not fixed that. That's just unbelievable. And, you know, they're probably just making the excuse, well, some flares, you know, causes this, that, and the other thing. That's an excuse. It doesn't matter what it is. For the future of the game should not allow, the game should check for shit like that and not break things, you know, because somebody put something on it that shouldn't be on it. It should just say invalid object or whatever, you know.
Right. Yeah. Okay, for God's sakes, protect yourself.
It's like, yeah.
Hey,
annoying as
right through the whole of that shit. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine when I created WMS for Windows. You know, if I had a mistake in there that, oops, I deleted your hard drive. Oops, sorry. You know, that would not have gone over well.
No.
I bricked your computer. I didn't mean to, but you know, that's life. You can't use it now until you get a brand new hard drive and reinstall Windows.
Welcome to the Space Station. Enjoy. You are clear to launch.
You piece of shit. Pretty bad. I need to use the Tobii to get their camera work right when you're in a hangar.
Thank you.
I guess that I gotta turn on that advanced HUD. Why is it, there it goes. What the hell? Well, let's see. Oh, that fucking thing. Unbelievable. You know, they do work on the HUD and stuff, but they don't bother to fix this tooltip bullshit.
Have you pulled up the new HUD yet?
I'm working on it. Enable cruise mode, proximity assist, HUD. Enable advanced. Oh. There we go.
I don't see it.
You don't, well, yeah, there's a delay on the stream.
Oh, there. Okay, wait, I see.
Interesting. That's why they took out the altimeter yesterday. Fucking metric bullshit. It doesn't tell me how high I am. And in fact, in aircraft, it's in feet. At least every one I've ever been in.
Yeah, absolutely. Every aircraft. U.S. standard. They all follow U.S. standard.
Yep.
FAA standard.
And they need to get an option in so we can frickin' switch to standard measurements. Because I have no idea what my altitude is.
Oh, when he was going Mach. Mach is another. That's a U.S. standard.
Yep.
Based off feet, bitch.
Yep.
Sorry. Whatever.
Right. But my problem is I was never taught, didn't study, you know.
Yeah.
People, well, the military, we use clicks, which is supposed to be kilometers, but do you know what we equate it to? A mile. Doesn't matter. We just, in our heads, it's a mile. One click. It's like, fuck that metric shit. No, it looks nice. It's got some good data to it. It's just all in metric, so I have no fucking clue what it means. You know?
Well, I mean, a meter and a yard are close enough for averaging, you know, or for, you know, my
well,
brain
yeah,
to handle.
that's the only thing. That's about the only thing I know. A meter is about the same as a yard, but it's not exactly the same. Okay, fine.
No, it's a little bit long.
But that's, you know, that's only because it happens to be close. Same thing with like a kilometer and a mile. Kilometers shorter, miles a little bit longer.
Like 100 meters is 110 yards.
Yeah, something like that. So, but I don't want to be doing math when I'm in a critical situation.
Well, you don't. You just call it meters. Whatever time.
Well, you've heard me. I call it miles.
Yeah.
It's 5 clicks out. But to me, that's 5 miles.
Yeah, it gets more exaggerated the longer you get, so.
Yeah, the music definitely has a lot more 7.1 surround separation too, which is good to hear. Right now, the piano is to my right rear, and a little bit to the right and right rear.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably can't hear it in the stream. Although I do broadcast in surround. Although I've never heard a 6.
I don't have the stream on because it echoes on me. So.
Oh, yeah, because I got the mic turned on. By the way, who uses surround 6.1?
6.1?
Yeah. I've never heard of it either.
I mean, 5.1 and then 7.2, but what the fuck is 1?
Yeah, here, I'll show you quick. Up mix mode 6.1.
So,
Right here.
6.1?
Yeah. You'll see it in the stream. I just pulled it up.
Well, what's the orientation of the 6?
A 6. It's
It's just
6.1.
two front, 2 center, 2 back.
I've got front, base, front, right, front, left, side,
It's
side,
odd.
left,
Like
and
when you
rear.
go 6.1, that 1, that's the base. That's the
Right.
subwoofer count.
But I've got 7.1 surround here.
Right. So you have 7 surround speakers and 1 subwoofer.
Correct.
So a 7.1 is typically 3 front. So you have a left, right, center in the front.
Correct.
Then you have a left, right, mid, which is basically like a beam, your ears, and then you have a left, right, rear.
Correct.
That's 7.1. Now you can
That's
say
what I have.
7.2, but the 2 just means now you have a left and a right subwoofer.
Yeah, I just have the 7.1. I'm on to know what is the 6.1.
7.1 would be a central sub. You know?
Correct. That's what I've got. It's under the table, under the desk.
Yeah. I mean, it's omnidirectional, it's whatever, and
Right.
stuff, right?
But what the hell is 6.1?
That's a good
5.1 is
question.
removing the 2 sides.
Correct. 5.1 has 3 front, 2 rear.
Yep. And the base.
That's 5. And then the bases, right?
Right.
A 6.
I have no idea what a 6 is.
I mean, a 6 could be 3 front and 3 rear. I would think is the only. To me, it sounds like that. That's what I would. If I had to go to a 6, right, speaker, I would go 3 front, 3 rear.
So you're thinking that's what that is, and then the base.
I'm guessing if I were to design a 6-point speaker for positional awareness, I would do that. I would do 3 front and 3 rear.
Oh, wait a second. Did they fuck up the HUD? Or is that... No, that's the... Never mind. That's the gate marker. Stand by to jump.
Basically eliminating the mid.
Oh, Jay, did you just hear that? And the audio, the music, it brought its treble. Oh, just suddenly brought up a bunch of treble. For some reason, it keeps telling me I'm too close, but I have to keep going in order to get to actually activate. Like right there. That was close. It's a lot harder to do with a bigger ship to try not hit the sides, I'll tell you that.
Is it still just like strafe controls?
Yeah, pretty much.
Strafe and roll?
Yep.
Oh, that's much shorter.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, I like it much shorter. Ouch! Oh, jeez! Holy shit! They changed something.
That's a lot of accolades.
They changed something since last night. Last night didn't look like that. Wow.
That is a severely dense asteroid field.
Yeah. Why am I not slowing down?
And not just dense, it's kind of thick.
Yeah. That is like okay then. That's weird. Wow.
Go third person real quick. Let's see what the outside. Sometimes you can see more third person.
That's the other thing. All the videos keep showing lightning as you come out of the wormhole. You know, lightning arcing through things. Why don't we have that?
Because this is all the new, this is new asteroid tech.
Yeah. What I don't understand though is where's the lightning? Because they keep showing videos with today's video.
Yeah.
Show the lightning, but I don't see any lightning. Do you?
I have not seen any lightning.
Yeah, I don't either.
Maybe that's only when there's a solar storm. And you don't want to be caught in.
You got all this flashing in the clouds going on, but no visuals for the lightning itself. Waiting for it to open up because visually it's really cool looking on this side.
I gotta go though.
Alright.
Dinner needs to be cooking. Later.
Alright, later. Why is this thing not have rust? Do we not have retro thrusters anymore? I guess it'd help if I were an FCM maybe, huh? Wait a second. Why are my shields just going up really freaking slow? That's bullshit. Can't wait to get rid of this master mode's crap. There you go. Looks pretty cool, I think. If it did like last night, you'll see the ships streaking through it as they come out. See, I see a few lightning bolts at the rim of the wormhole. There was one going in. Oh no. Oh yeah, maybe it did. Okay. That's be closing. Yep. Alright. Guess I'll go check a planet I haven't been to yet. Got a bunch of moons too. Go check it out. Alright, this is getting to be too much. I'm done.